I can't believe we get this kind of money out of these items, and they sell all year round. There is no dip, no dive, nothing. Hey, it's Don. Today we're going to talk about some items that I get some really good money for that never slow down. These are items I can sell all year round. Most of the areas and collectibles have collectors, and those collectors don't care if it's summer, winter, spring, or fall. They want those items. Let's look at some right now that we just sold. Now, one big misconception is not listing holiday items all year round. Many people think that they will only sell around a certain holiday. I don't really care what the holiday is. This does happen to be Valentine's Day, and that is fast approaching, but it doesn't matter. But I sell this sort of thing all year round. A collector collects these. They don't care whether it's spring, summer, winter, or fall. They're still going to want this. It's not necessarily tied to something for this Valentine's Day at all, or Christmas or Halloween, or whichever holiday you are selling an item from. Now, we sold this one for $60, and part of the reason this one sold for $60 is because it was made by Raphael Tuck, which is a very well-known UK-British paper maker back in the day. They made some fabulous pieces, and they're highly sought after and collected, hence the price. Now, here's another Raphael Tuck piece here. This one we got $35 with shipping. Very lovely piece, Art Nouveau, very well detailed. Another die cut. Excellent condition, as you can see. This one, as I said, $35. Again, Raphael Tuck. Major reason we sell many items. These did not go to the same person either. So they're separate sales to two different people, all on the very same day. Another area I do love are spoons and all types of servingware, utensils, and things like that. Now, this has OES on it, which is usually Order of the Eastern Star. Now, I was told by the person who paid the $60 with shipping on this set of 8 that the crown on there is from another organization. For some reason, someone overstamped it with OES. No problem. I got $60 return out of it. I paid $2 for all 8 of these spoons. So roughly a quarter a piece plus tax. Now, another area I do love are early stamps and Cinderella's fantasy pieces like these. Now, these are not meant for postage. These are meant for advertising or a souvenir. And I actually had a couple sheets of these, and I've torn them apart so I could sell them in sets of the exact same building, but in multiple colors. I've sold dozens of these 4-lot sets like this from all sorts of buildings from the 1904 St. Louis World's Fair. This one, just like most of the other ones, did sell for $57 for these 4 stamps here. I have maybe a nickel into all of them. Again, I had a huge assortment of them. I only paid a few dollars for. We've been selling these pretty constantly for the last couple of years since we got the initial purchase. Something you put it up, you forget about it, and it sells over and over and over and over again. Now, costume jewelry I do sell fairly well. This is a faux opal on the front. It's an interesting piece. It actually has a glass center, so that's actually a tinted piece of glass to give it a reflection to it. We got $20 shipped out of this item. I got like a quarter. It came in a big lot of items. Some of these cheaper costume jewelry rings I do phenomenally well in, just like this one. Now, I nab up a ton of things with rhinestones in them. This is a very nice one here. It has a heart centerpiece, totally loaded with rhinestones, all hand set. I got $30 plus shipping out of this one here. This piece cost me about $1. It's an excellent piece. I knew it was going to sell at some point. Valentine's Day is just around the corner. This will ship out first thing in the morning. Now, this is a David McLean 8x10 publicity still from one of the TV shows he was in. It's a nice piece. I sell a ton of vintage photos just like this. It did sell for $24.50. I bought thousands of photos for a few $100s, so at best I paid a penny or so for this when I first purchased it. At this point, I've made thousands from this purchase, so this is just some extra money coming in out of nowhere. Now, I sell a lot of records. This is a cylinder record. It did sell for $24.50, so you can see it's got the box and the whole works. Typically, what I do with these is sell them individually like this, usually break up big lots, and we do fairly well. Now, we had a run on 78 records. Here's one, $34.50 on this one. Most of the early jazz and Savoy I can get $15-20 for. Now here's a nice one by the American Quartet. Most of these early 1918 era World War I records go extremely well. It's got a nice title. It talks about the Kaiser. This one went for $40 plus shipping. Very happy with it. I never pay more than $1 or less for these sorts of records. Nobody wants them. Most people don't want to ship them. They don't like all the hassle with it. If you want to know how to ship these media items that I get, I have a link right up here to show you how to do them all. Just check out that link, watch the video, and you'll know how to ship these easily and effectively. Now here's a Columbia D, Eddie Elkins. Columbia D are some of the earlier ones. Some of the jazz on a Columbia D label can go for some insane amounts of money. This one sold for $57.50, full asking price. I got about 50 cents into this disc at the purchase point, so excellent sale as well. Now, comics is an area that I do like. I love the independents, the indie, the oddball ones like this. This is Spaced by James Pinowski. Interesting copy here. This is a first print. They reprinted some of these, as I've talked about in other videos. This one sold for $25. I had 4 of these, so I'm not complaining at all. All of them went for $25 or more. I have maybe a nickel or a quarter in any of these. I bought them in a huge bulk lot of several thousand comics. Sheet music I sell constantly. This is a free pickup. I've got a video showing me picking up thousands and thousands of these for free. Didn't spend a dime on it at all. This one did sell for full price, $34.50. Now, sheet music's hit or miss with some of them. If you don't know a lot about them, you may be listing a lot that just may not sell. You will be hard-pressed to find some of them for sale either on Terapeak or on WorthPoint or some other feature like that. Many of these you won't see for sale. People don't list sheet music as much as they used to. So I do extremely well listing those oddball ones that people just don't want to mess with. Now, we sell a lot of magazines. I just picked up a magazine that could sell for $10,000. Now, if you want to know what that magazine is, I'll have a link right up here for you. Check it out. It's something you need to be looking for right now. They are one of the hottest magazines on all of eBay. But with this one here, this one I sold for $25. I picked up a little stack of these for $5. The last 2 just sold $25 on this one, and I sold one more issue to them for $25 as well. Same person. Now, I show how to ship these sorts of items as well in that same video I just called out a few minutes ago, if you want to know how to ship these. Now, here's a vintage wood statue of Mary. It's probably Spanish from the looks of it. This one's been up for a little while. I paid a whopping $1 for this hand-carved wood statue. It sold for $35 plus shipping. I'm very fine with that. I put a price up, I left it, and then just forgot about it. And then boom, $35 coming in. Now, we've been into buttons for decades now. 20 plus years I've been messing around and selling buttons. Now, last month alone, we sold over $6,000 just in military and uniform shirt buttons like this one here. This is a Troy Fire Department, Troy, New York. This one sold for $27.50. Something you can just put up, forget about it, and not have to worry. I've got almost nothing into all of these. Pennies, if even that much, into these. I bought them in mass quantity and have been doing so for 20 plus years. Here's a really interesting one. This is an early pewter, cast pewter from Paris, France. And this one's for a customs patrol somewhere in a harbor or something along that line. It's an early button, probably 1840s-ish or so. And this one sold for $45, plus they paid for shipping to France via eBay's standard international delivery option for $12. Now, here's another interesting one. This one did sell for $57.50. This is an A.D. Matthews & Sons department store uniform button. This would have been worn by employees of the department store in New York. This was used in the 1880s. It's 100% legit from that time frame. It's an excellent piece here. This is a coat size. The same person bought a cuff size, I do believe, at the very same time. Happy for $57.50 on something I've got pennies into. Now, here's another interesting one. I had 2 of these, and I put them up for $45. The very next day, they sold for $45 each, so I got $90 out of the 2 buttons in this lot. Now, the biggest thing to sell something like this is research. You've got to be able to research it to be able to date these items. Adding a date, a specific date to something like this, really is a big push for a sale on something. Many times, people haven't a clue whether it's really old or not old. If you can show that it's from a certain date and give more information than everybody else, you will be the one selling the items over other people. We do it every single day of the week over and over again. A great reason why I put dates in many of my items. But anyway, that's what I have. This is just a touch, just a few random items I pulled out of the last few days of our sales. Well, there we have it. Hopefully that gave you some ideas, some thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button down below. You can also hit the bell icon to be notified if I post new content or go live. Subscribe and tell all your friends.
Presents Police on Patrol, starring the cadet set and featuring the loudmouth bullhorn and handcuffers. Here come our heroes. Uh-oh, jewel thief, and they're off. Handcuffed to the wrong man. Yeah, says the crook. Get him! The crook is cornered. Let's give him a big hand, they say. Case closed. Oh no! These cops are all wet. Finally, a squirt for this squirt. Police Academy, each sold separately.